have over, what, 500,000 eggs in our ovaries. That's not a mistake. What are they for? We're not going to have that many babies. Okay? They have to be used for something else. One thing they can be used for, stem cells. If you can create a body, then you can regenerate your own body. There's no such thing as your liver going bad. Use one of them eggs, you know what I'm saying? The eggs, the ovum, they send out a pulse, okay? So that pulse, where is that going to? We found out that there is a grid. This is ancient information, that there's a grid, and I literally, saw it and I plotted the whole feminine system on it and realized that each ovary sits on what they call a psychic center or an energy center. Went back to Dr. Jewell. Dr. Jewell said, yeah, each ovary does something different. Actually, each testicle does something different as well. And so, anyway, so she said, yeah, we learned that in medical school because, she's an OBGYN. Wow. And so we were able to pinpoint what information each ovary sends. Okay? And so we got to regain this information, and we have to start using these bodies that we have for what they are intended to do, because we're busy fighting, trying to fight with guns, trying to fight with technology or whatever. We don't need none of that. All we need is this, and the blacker the better. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the more information. And so we have to start unlocking these things that have been dormant for thousands of years, at least 2,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors knew this. They left the information for us. Now, of course, they left it, and the non-melanated folks retrieved it, and they kept it in their private libraries and stuff like that. But now, they can't. What happens is a few of us go get it. Okay, we go sit in their classes or whatever. And what happens when we look at it, they've only interpreted a portion of it because they don't have the capability to interpret the entire thing. And then we look at it, and then we find, okay, let me fix this for you, or whatever it is. It's like the complete system. So the book Unwounded is really, of course you can see the play on words. We're not wounded. There's no such thing as that. If you have a physical body, I learned some things about the male body as well, but I don't know if that's for me to bring forward.
Yeah, can we have our brother
Sure.
on and finish this out? My head is spinning a little bit and all that. But can you finish this out in a couple of minutes?
Yeah, what I can do is speak to my book that will be finished sooner, which touches on a lot of what we have touched on and a lot of what we have gone through respectively and collectively. Mm-hmm. This book is asking the question, is your self-worth pseudo or sincere?
Is your self-worth pseudo or sincere?
Yes.
Okay.
And I start the book by stating a statistic that addresses very simply that there are more suicides throughout the world than homicides.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's something we could look up on CDC.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And that's no particular race or ethnic background. That's just is that based on?
So if you look at every country throughout the world, you're going to see 97% of those countries having almost double the rate of suicides than homicides. Puerto Rico is one where that is not consistent, and that's the one that I locked into. But all of us work to experience this physical experience and have value lot of times we look for that value based on other people's standards. So that is what I call pseudo self-worth. Because you're not valuing yourself based on what you have experienced, what you have accomplished, what you have completed. You're valuing yourself based on being recognized for it accordingly by someone else and their standard. And that someone else could be anyone else. But if that someone else is the primary reason for your cause for celebration, that's an issue that could end up being a big issue. So we can talk about, in the book, I talk about being a fan, I talk about relationships, I talk about driving, I talk about this age of being a toddler. I talk about how it begins, how we as parents start our children off with that. And then we hope that it's going to mature from us feeding them pseudo self-worth so they can know what it feels like, they can know what it looks like, to them taking over and then internalizing it and say, okay, I feel good about myself based on what I just did. I just took my first step. That smile comes in their face. So it's that, being able to capture that and carry that through life, but instead we end up getting caught up in pseudo self-worth, which is, I need you to validate me. I need to be worthy by your standards. So that's why all of our things are interconnected. How we eat, our relationships, everything that we do is really rooted either in us having some great sense of self and moving out of that place, or wishing that somebody would notice how great we are and doing things like, I'm going to wear this Carolina Panthers baseball cap or football cap. I guess it's a baseball cap.
Football cap.
Because they just won the NFC Championship. Since they're winners, I want to be associated as a winner. So I'm going to put that hat on my head. And you may not be able to appreciate me for who I am, but you're going to appreciate, you're going to recognize this Carolina Panthers cap and make some association. It can be as simple as that, but it happens. And it's a tremendous opportunity for us to have some significant honesty with self and then be able to make some changes in this world.
Well, that's a lot. I wasn't expecting all that. We're definitely gonna have to do a part 2. So again, this is Brother Sharif with the Hour of Power. Again, go to the channel, subscribe and share, and we will have our brother and sister, and look out for them on Franklin Street in Chapel Hill, right? And when do you expect the opening date?
Expectation is such a funny word. I mean, we can anticipate sometime in September, but in the meantime, know that we're working on some tremendous opportunities, and it's certainly going to be in divine timing.
Right. And the books too.
Yes.
I'll find a way to link this YouTube with your book and get that out there. And, you know, I'll be one of the first ones who can do it. We're doing it just like before.
Yes,
so again, this is Brother Sharif with the Hour of Power. Subscribe and share, and we will talk to you soon. Peace and blessings to everyone. Thank you.
What is that?
That's my alarm.
Oh my God.
And so I was going to leave it in there, but if